Now, before I do get into this video, I just want to say maybe a little bit of a disclaimer. I'm going to try my best to not be like this, but I will say is that I have been a massive fan of Dr. Disrespect for many years now. For many, many years. I have been watching that man's videos, tune into his streams here and there as well for many years. Back, like, I originally started following back in, like, 2019, 2020, like, during the whole entire Warzone craze, as well as, like, when I was watching him a lot. So I do want to say that I'm going to try my best to not have any biases towards this. I mean, it's not looking like a good situation in general as well. So, I mean, I feel like I don't. But just in case, if at some point in this video you feel like I do, that will probably be the reason why. But let's get into this video now. Is that Dr. Disrespect, his ban for a long time on Twitch was pretty much unknown. For this whole entire time, it's been unknown. Dr. Disrespect got banned pretty much around 4 years ago now. It was actually June of 2020 when he got permanently banned on Twitch. And for this whole entire time, no one besides the parties that have been involved, which is Dr. Disrespect and obviously a small amount of people in his team and the people and certain people at Twitch, actually knew why Dr. Disrespect got banned. No one has known. It has not been public whatsoever this whole entire time. But then, a former employee at Twitch, so this guy right here, Cody Connors, he was a former CPM explainer at Twitch. He tweeted this out today in regards to Dr. Disrespect. And he said that he got banned because he got caught sexting a minor in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. The powers that could read in plain text, case closed, gang, and then replies to that saying, no one made the wrong decision. Fuck him and his boys. And oh my god, when this man tweeted this out, it went fucking viral instantly. As you can see, the original post by has 13 million views, and then even his reply has 1.1 million views. And to make this situation even more fucking juicier is Jake Lucky. And if you don't know who this guy is, he pretty much just, he's a news guy for when it comes to esports and the streaming world. Whenever anything like goes on, he retweets stuff, he'll tweet out about stuff, and he will like make videos about stuff as well in regards to the esports and streamer world. And he retweeted it saying a former Twitch employee, blah, 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 stated about how Dr. Disrespect was sexting a minor. And Dr. Disrespect actually replied to Jake's tweet stating that, Jake, seriously, I get it, it's a hot topic, but this has been settled. No wrongdoing was acknowledged. And they paid out the whole contract. Now, I just want to say one thing. Is like I said, I'm a massive fan of Dr. Disrespect, but goddamn, Doc, that is a terrible way to word things. If he had to say in this tweet that, like, dude, it's a hot topic, you know, everything's been settled, this is complete BS, they don't know what they're talking about, or something like that, I would go like, hey, Doc said it was like bullshit. But the fact that he said no wrongdoing was acknowledged, saying that like, hey, there was wrongdoing, but it just hasn't been acknowledged so far, is the part that everyone's kind of like going like, this right here is a terrible fucking response. And I kind of second that. Like I said, is that even though I'm a big Doc fan and have been for years, is that, man, who in his PR team or what part of Doc's brain thought that this was a great response? This to me just seems like a whole load of lawyer kind of response and not really a response that says, hey, this guy doesn't really know what the fuck he's talking about. Not only this as well, is that like this guy Cody coming out and tweeting about this, but there was a whole load of other people who decided to jump on this as well and kind of like second this about when it came to Dr. Disrespect. So there is also like another former Twitch employee that has also come out and stated, they tweeted this out saying, so glad it's finally out there. And that's obviously in regards to, you know, the whole situation with Doc. And like I said, when you look at that right there as well, is that another former Twitch employee who's now working at OTK is like stating that they kind of knew about this situation as well, is not a good looking thing. And not only did former Twitch employees come out and talk about this, is that there's also reporters who are actually saying that they kind of knew about this situation as well, is that they have heard certain things. This guy right here, who goes by the username of Slasher, they tweeted out, "I didn't lie." Now, I think what they are referring to is this tweet in regards to Dr. Disrespect that they put out back in 2020 when this whole entire situation first went down, is that they kind of know about the situation. They actually knew why Dr. Disrespect got banned, but apparently it was very sensitive around this topic and they didn't feel comfortable about stating what it actually was. So really, when you look at that, that is not looking good towards Dr. Disrespect's side as well. Then there was also this guy, whose name is Nathan Grayson, who is also a reporter, stating that they have heard different explanations, that this is the explanation of why Dr. Disrespect had gotten banned, and they have heard it from many sources, but they don't want to say their sources because they want to protect them. But the thing that I want to go off is that this is really the only thing that is kind of working in Doc's favor, is that he states in the reply is that apparently all of the sources that he spoke to were second hand. So they were not actually in the room when it came to Dr. Disrespect getting banned, and they did not provide any documentation when it came to their words. There is no actual facts or confirmation. And I do want to show one more clip before I do get into my little rambling and give my opinion on all this kind of stuff, is that there was this clip that was actually from 2 months ago that was posted on a podcast where this guy right here, his name is Dan, and he heard this, the Dr. Disrespect ban, and it's kind of funny where he heard it. He heard it on a Rust server from I think it was a former or current Twitch employee.
Or over 2 decade long career. Surely my word counts.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Please tell us.
Yeah, it's been a long
time. It's so
time.
long that the person involved is probably okay now.
Yeah. My memory is really bad because this was like 2 years ago, and I was in Outpost buying a minicopter, and I remember someone saying Dr. Disrespect got banned from Twitch because he was messaging underage girls on Twitch.
Why he said that?
Wait, what?
That's not it.
We're about to learn all about the DMCA process now.
That's what I'm saying. What I heard in Rust.
Did he say that? Why did he say that?
He must have heard it.
Am I not allowed to say what I heard in Rust?
That's insane.
His crew on Rust is a wild.
If I'm the doc, I'm suing you right now.
I would actually sue you.
Well,
so that right there was from 2 months ago. And like I said, all of this is not looking good for Doc. Like I will say, at this point in time, it is not looking good. The reason why it's not looking good is because first of all, this former Twitch employee coming out and stating that this is the reason why Doc got banned. And then another former Twitch employee coming out and saying that, like, oh my God, like finally this is coming out. And then 2 reporters saying that they kind of heard this going around for a long period of time, and that this is the reason why Doc got banned. It's kind of just like, this is what they've been hearing. And from those perspectives, and the clip that I showed as well, that was from 2 months ago, is that when you see all of this, it is not looking good for Doc. And I will say right now that it is definitely not. I think the only things that Doc has going for him, and like I said, I'm going to try and keep my biases out of this video, but I just really don't want this to be true. Like I said, I don't want it to be true. If this is true, Doc's career is done. He is done. Sexting a minor, you're done. I'm sorry, but if this does actually come out and it is confirmed, and I feel like we're going to learn about if this is true or not in the next couple days. Like, it's going to take less than a week. At least I think it is going to take less than a week for all of this to come out, and we are going to know whether it is true or not. The only things that are really working in Doc's favor is that a lot of the sources that supposedly gave out this information were secondhand. So a lot of the sources that said that, like, hey, this is the reason why Doc got banned, they're not essentially credible sources, and they weren't the people that were in the room when Doc got banned, and they don't have any actual documentation. Another reason why this it doesn't seem like it could be a bit skeptical of whether it's true or not is that we don't have any hard facts at this point in time. We don't have any screenshots showing that Dr. Disrespect was sexting minors. And you might say, Donnie, like, oh, there's no way that they could be able to get screenshots now. There is 100%. Either they have the screenshots stored somewhere, or they would be able to get them back. Because if you don't know, when it comes to like websites, especially websites as big as Twitch, they have every single thing archived. every VOD, every message, every single thing is archived, whether it's deleted or it's kept up. Everything is archived. So one way or another, they will be able to get these messages. And I have a feeling that if these messages are real, they are there. They are somewhere there. And then the only other thing that you might say that's like, hey, this might not be true about Doc is that if you don't know, because like I said, I'm a massive fan of Doc, so I keep up with like what's been going on about him for like years, especially ever since he's banned, is that when Doc got banned, he actually filed a lawsuit against Twitch for pretty much like wrongful doing, saying that he got banned for wrongdoings. And Doc actually won that lawsuit and they paid him out. So like, if anything, that would be like, then that doesn't really make sense of like, what if Doc won this lawsuit, then why is it that like, you know, this is the reason why he get banned? Because if he got banned for sexting a minor, I mean, that's a fair enough reason to get banned. I mean, if you're using like their platform to sext a minor, yeah, you deserve a ban. That's not wrongful doing. So then why did Doc win that lawsuit? That doesn't make really all much sense to me. And also as well, is that like, if this is true, Twitch should have come out and made this fucking public years ago. Like, if this does come out to be true, I'm going to say like, hey, how come Twitch didn't make this public years ago? People should know about shit like this. If someone's a predator, why are you protecting them? Not releasing information about someone being a predator, that's protecting them. So why the fuck would you be protecting a predator this whole entire time? Like, if it is true, why is Twitch protecting him? Which, like, that's why it's like, man, this doesn't look good for Doc, but it's just like, I don't know at this point in time, because it's just like, man, all these people are coming out and saying that like, hey, this is what Doc got banned for. But then you look at the other side and you're like, wait, Doc filed a lawsuit against Twitch for wrongful doing, and he supposedly won that lawsuit and got paid out by Twitch as well. And then like, if this is true, why would Twitch not come out and say anything? Like, that's protecting a predator. You got to come out and you got to say, hey, this is the reason why Doc got banned, to make it public to the whole entire world. So that's why it's just like, I'm really stuck between a rock and a fucking goddamn hard place. It really is. One way or another, this is going to get dirty. This situation is going to get fucking dirty. Like, it 100% is. Someone's going to lose their job over this. Someone's going to lose their job. Because if these people are coming out and they are stating that this is the reason why Doc got banned, and it is not true, then Doc's going to sue every one of those motherfuckers and they will lose their job for coming out and stating wrongful, wrongdoings. But if it does come out that this is true, Doc is going to fucking never exist on the internet again. I feel extremely bad for his family, especially when he went through that whole entire cheating situation with his wife. I will feel immensely bad for his wife and his daughter that he has as well. And then I will also go at Twitch for hiding a predator the whole entire time. But you can bet your ass that when this whole entire situation gets resolved, whether it's true or not, I will probably make a video about it, let's be honest. Unless it just comes out, it's like, hey guys, it's not true and no one really gives a shit. But I would like to hear what you guys think about this down below. This whole entire situation is messy as all hell and not a good look as well. But that's it from me. Peace out.